Hello, hello. Welcome, you guys. It is time for the Black Belt Newscast. We are live. I've had a little bit of technical difficulties, so we're running a little behind. But welcome to the Black Belt. Our Wi-Fi is always sketchy.
Hmm.
Um, I am Cindy Fisher, and I am publisher coming to you live from Marengo County.
And I'm Todd. I'm the staff writer and reporter, and I am in Dallas County in our home office, Selma, Alabama.
He's in the headquarters. We had a lot
Yeah,
going
home
on.
quarters.
I always like to say when we get started that all of our stories come from blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, and we write stories, and these are our wrap ups. So if you want to know more about what we're talking about, check it out at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com.
Good.
Also get all of our headlines every single day at 3 o'clock with our daily newsletter. And this has all the headlines in it. All of our content is free. We are consider this a public service that we are doing to you for you guys so that everyone knows what's going on in their community regardless of income, and also as a resource, because we are more than just a news source, we are also a resource to you guys.
Right.
So we do have a calendar that's very robust. It has a lot of the service events. If you click service events, you can find out what the food giveaway days are coming up if you are in need. Also has things to do in the Black Belt. And if you have an event, you can add it to the calendar at no cost, and you can promote it for just simply like $15. Um, so if you have news, because we can't be everywhere, send it to news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We are a community news service, daily community coverage, and you may have something we haven't reported on yet, and you can send that information to us. We'll be glad to share it with the community because that's what we do.
We'll follow up on it. We'll write a story, do some video. But we don't, if you know it and we don't know it, we need you to let us know about it. Yeah, that works.
This is our last newscast before Christmas, so we're
Yeah.
wearing our Christmas gear again.
Got mine on. This was a new one Sarah, my wife, got for me. Look at this. Whee! Jingle
Yeah,
bell, jingle.
and
I got to wear this one.
if you guys want to make a comment to us, let me know how you're thinking about things, and we actually can see the comments as we are live. So let me know what you're thinking. Next week, we're going to take the week off. We never do that,
We
but
have
it is
not done that.
the day after Christmas, and
Yeah.
news slows down a little bit, but we are preparing an end of the year report that we're going to do for you guys with some print online stories,
Yeah.
also for our newscasts that'll be on January 2nd. And we'll do some look forward to what to expect in 2026. So
Yeah.
that's going to be our major work we're doing right now to prepare for you guys for the January 2nd newscast. So let's get started with all the things we have to talk about. One of them is happening right now down the street from our
Yeah.
office.
It is. It's the monks. The Buddhist monks are walking from Houston to Washington D.C. It's called the Walk for Peace. They've gone through Demopolis and spent the day in Demopolis. They went through Galleon and Uniontown, and now they're in Selma. And this is them, as you saw them on Highway 80 this morning. This is them walking down Broad Street earlier today. And thanks to my son Drew for getting the video while I'm driving around trying to get in front of them. And they have their little peace dog. Their mascot has been walking. He's become probably more famous than the rest of the monks because everybody loves the dogs. But they're doing just that, walking for peace, all the way to Washington, D.C. to advocate for peace. And if you are in the Selma area today, from 10:30 to 1:30, they're out in the middle of it right now. They're at the Riverfront Park. That's them walking right there towards the Edmund Pettus Bridge. They're at Riverfront Park. They're stopped for lunch and to visit with the people and have a little ceremony. At 1:30, they're going to take petals over the bridge, flower petals, and do a ceremony on the bridge as they walk across the bridge on their way to Washington, D.C. down Highway 80. So if you are in the Dallas County, Selma area, you can be a part of that if you choose to do so. They've given a lot of different talks on peace and how to be peaceful. And they've got a website and a Facebook page
Oh,
so you can
yes.
keep up with them. Yeah, I've been watching them on the Walk for Peace live to see where they are. And it's amazing, fascinating stuff. So everybody ought to go check that out.
Yes, and they're going down 80 next to toward Montgomery, right?
Correct. They'll be going towards Montgomery, and from there they'll continue on. I forget where they're going after 80, but they'll continue on, I think, through Georgia, into Georgia on 80, and then up towards Washington, D.C. But their whole route, like I said, they've got the live that's keeping up with where they are right now, but they also have another map that shows the route that they're going to take so that you can kind of keep up with them. And if you're in an area where they are, they have public visitation times like today until 1:30, where you can go and sit with them and talk to them and listen to them. So it's an amazing, fun thing. It's really cool. And of course, who is against peace?
I know,
Well,
right?
come on, peace.
We all love peace.
Yeah.
It's a great message.
It is.
Selma's a good place to do that too, because we have been really a central spot for, unity,
Yeah.
equality.
And it's really going to take on a special meeting when they too go across the Edmund Pettus Bridge today.
That's right. They will be probably later this afternoon.
Yeah, right. It'll be later on this. The ceremony's at 1:30, thereabouts. Now, the timing is not exact necessarily, because sometimes it just depends on, they're a few minutes before, a few minutes after. So the ceremony's scheduled to start at 1:30. It may be a little later. So,
Right.
but I think one of the interesting things, yeah. But one of the interesting things you and I have talked about is how the people along the path, especially here in the Black Belt, have reacted. It's been huge in Demopolis. They had a big get together, and Portia Shepherd's got some video on her Facebook page about it. She actually was in Demopolis also. She also got some in Uniontown, and so did Ashley Coburn. Got some really good video of them in Uniontown with her mother, Kyra Sparks, and her husband. They were good video on her Facebook. And then, of course, we've got this right here that we'll have. So it's been amazing, the reaction and the reception. And one of the things that the monks have talked about is the warm reception and the welcoming nature of everybody they've run across as they've gotten into Alabama and into Black Belt.
Oh, yes. That's what we are best at.
That's what we do best. Yeah.
I love it.
Me too.
So we got some serious stuff to talk about next.
All right.
So I was approached by the Demopolis superintendent while I was shooting a football game on the sidelines. And he had asked me to talk about an issue that they've got with and this is Marengo County Courthouse, because the issue that they have with an electric contracting company is also a problem that Marengo County Schools is having. And so this is Schneider Building Electric. So they do energy efficiency. And so both using funds that is mostly for COVID money. So this is back in 2021, 22. Both districts got involved, did a contract with Schneider, and Schneider is based out of Houston, speaking of Texas, or Dallas, Texas. And they, with the point of redoing LED lights, so the bulbs, doing fixing your HVAC system to be on an energy efficient system. And so but Marengo County Schools is saying, well, let me back up. Demopolis Schools had said that they were wanting an outline of what all they did, so that they in more detail, so that they know especially while Demopolis Schools is looking at spending $900,000 to replace the whole HVAC system at the high school. They're saying, have y'all done that already before we duplicate? We don't want to duplicate. And they're saying, the company is saying they don't have to give an audit of every single thing they bought using, and it was $5.5 million with Demopolis Schools. Now they're finished with their payments, but Marengo County Schools, which has a very similar deal with Schneider, is withholding $846,000 of their $4.5 million contract. So they've already paid $3.6 million. They're holding back almost $1 million of it, saying that they have not completed and have not completed what they said they would do. In response, Schneider Electric has sued Marengo County Schools for that payment, saying that they have not finished their contract. So this is a battle they're in, and the bottom line is both school systems would like to have a more detailed outline of what was being spent and what is part of the contract, because the invoice that comes in has very vague wording like equipment. Yeah, and so it uses words like mobilization.
Oh no, yeah.
What does that mean is what the superintendents are saying. And these are small school systems that don't have directors of operation that would go behind one and check off and be an immediate contact with that contractor. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges that these two agencies have when they're dealing with a major company. Now, Schneider Electric did respond to my requests, and they said that they don't believe that that they have completed their work, and that it is all working and everything has been finished and completed, and that they need to be paid for what has been completed. And so, because this is a litigation, you're not going to hear from the County Superintendent Calvin Eaton. While he would like to say something, his attorney, who has spoken to me as well, has said that he's not going to be able to, because they're in litigation.
Right.
So this is a U.S. District Court that Schneider has filed this, and there are no hearings set right now. So we'll keep you posted when there are. In this case, it is not unusual. Schneider Electric actually has worked they are based in Houston. They have worked with many other school systems and governments. That is not new for them. So we will keep you posted on this as that lawsuit continues. But one important thing to note is that Schneider Electric has said that they would like to resolve this, and have offered to meet with Marengo County schools and their attorneys to come up with a resolution. So maybe there will be that before the hearings, but we will keep you posted as that progresses.
Right.
We're going to stay in Demopolis and talk about the fire station demolition. Last week, we had mentioned that the city council had to put that demolition on hold. And what they're not demolishing the whole station. They're doing the little housing part next to it. To show you. It's this little brown house on the side that they would like to build a new one. So we reported last week that it was on hold because they needed new bids. We have heard that they did have their meeting last night. They did approve a new contract with Eaves Construction, which is based in Demopolis, for $28,000 to tear down that house. So that contract has moved forward. And they want to, in its place, build a new structure that will house the firefighters and some of the offices. So we will keep you posted at the time frame of when they're going to demolish that small house on the side and move forward on it. But that is the latest on the fire station progress.
All right.
So next, we're going to go to Marion. And
Marion.
Tell me about this Marion veteran.
In Marion, there is a lovely couple, two beautiful people, Scott and Tamara Brewer. Scott Brewer actually had been the coach at not MMI. Well, he works at MMI, but he was also the coach at Francis Marion. And Tamara Brewer is a veteran who served 13 years in the Army National Guard and was deployed overseas. And when she came home disabled, she had problems getting into that little bitty bathroom. So the idea was, let's open up that door and make the bathroom door wider. But the contractor said that's not possible. We need to just do a whole new bathroom on the back. Well, so she got some money from the VA, but the VA didn't cover the whole thing. So they took out a loan. Well, the contractor that the VA suggested was apparently not completely on the up and up. And that particular addition, not only is it pulling itself off the house, but there's a number of other problems, including leaks. The floor is not level. There's all kind of different situations that they need resolved. They could not get the resolution that they're wanting. So we at Black Belt News Network contacted Aaron Roper, who has vets helping vets. And that's what he does. He finds ways for veterans to get the help they need from the VA or from other sources. And so we sat down, talked to them. This interview will be coming up in the next couple of days. Probably I'll have it finished probably this weekend, so maybe Monday or Tuesday when you can post it. They are in the process of getting the paperwork filled out and getting everything needed so that they can get further help to literally rip this bathroom off the back of the house and start all over again, so that Captain Brewer can get into the bathroom properly.
We see Aaron Roper there.
Yeah, and there's Aaron Roper in there. He's actually inspecting to see exactly what it is, so he knows better how to help them. And he sat down with them and told them a few things that they need to be doing as far as paperwork to fill out, records and information. Now, one of the things about Tamara Brewer, she's got files of information on all of this, so she should not have a problem getting the help she needs. It's just the direction to go, and that's what Aaron's helping her with. And we're going to follow this story through, because my whole purpose in covering this is not only to help the Brewers, who are just a wonderful couple of people, but there's other veterans that need help. And we here love and want to help our veterans. And I want to show the process and show that you've got Aaron and other sources that can help you. So let us, again, be the clearinghouse for folks who need this help. And we can kind of help to put all the people together so that our veterans can get the things that they need. And that's, I think, the most important thing.
Yeah, when we talked about this story and what to do with it, one of the things that we see as a benefit at the Black Belt News Network is that we have a lot of resources.
Right,
and
exactly.
We are more than just a news agency, we're a resource. And so we were able to pair, this captain had never heard of the program that Aaron Roper has here in Selma. So
I didn't even know each other.
You would never have had if it wasn't for the Black Belt News Network. Yeah. So we're proud to be a part of this community. We live here too. We know that it's hard to resource here. And when she came to us with this story that she kind of wanted as an expo days, we kind of saw it as more of a, let us help you make some connections. And that's kind of how that came to be.
Exactly. And that, and again, you keep talking about reach out to us with story information, but maybe there is a situation like that you might need help with, that we may know somebody who can step in and help you. And again, if you just reach out to us, blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, news at Black Belt News, we'll be glad to do what we can to help out.
Yeah, this is our email address. Let us know what you have going on. This is the best way for us to be able to connect with you guys. We feel like we're talking to you right now anyway, right? Let's talk about what's affecting you and your community. We've been addressing the water issue in Marion, and want to know how that's going, by the way. We'd love to know how that's going. Please message us now or email us at this email address. Sign up for our daily newsletters so that you can get the updates. We want you to feel connected, not just to us, but to each other. This is a community connector that we are doing right now. So let's do this together. All right. And I have another great story out of Demopolis.
Oh, good.
A baseball coach, a favorite, well-loved baseball coach, was inducted into the Coaches Hall of Fame. So Alabama Baseball Coaches Association, and this is Coach James Moody, who was inducted last week or the week before. I just love this story because he was my daughter's teacher for driver's ed.
Oh,
and
wow,
so all kids know this coach. Coach Moody. He is so influential at Demopolis High School, and more than just a baseball coach. His influence, like this says, reaches far beyond the field. He is just a great guy, and my daughter has so many stories. When she drives, she just turned 16 a week ago, she tells me all the time, well, Coach Moody says that I have to do this, and Coach Moody tells me I have to do that. So I really love, and this is a tied in family, and I'm going to take this off for a second. Hold on. So that you can see that is Elizabeth Trotter and her daughter, Ann Bradley, but she's AB to everyone else. That's Cole. And that's his grandkids and daughter. This is his family.
Wow.
I think it's really great that it is a tight-end family in the Demopolis and Marengo County community. So congratulations to Coach Moody. And I love his stories. He also drives the bus in the afternoon.
Oh,
He
cool.
might do mornings too, but I see him driving the bus too. So special guy.
Awesome.
Will you tell me a little bit about our latest Voices and Visionaries segment?
Yes. Speaking of Demopolis, I got a chance to sit down with Tyler Wyndham at Wyndham Motor Company right there in the great metropolis of Demopolis. And we talked about him. We talked about his dad, James Wyndham, who actually started the company. We talk about what they do there. It's a really interesting, some of his hobbies as well, which include golf and duck hunting. So it is up on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com right now, and you can go and hear this and learn a little bit more about Wyndham, the Wyndham family, and what he's planning on doing in the future with Wyndham Motor Company, which I think is actually quite interesting. So go check that out at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com in our video section, in our multimedia section. There's Tyler again.
Recently, right?
Ma'am?
His father just passed away recently?
Yeah, well, it's about 2 months ago, actually. Yeah, so it's when we filmed oh, Lord have mercy. When we recorded this, which has been about 3 weeks ago, it had been about a month. So it's been about 2 months that
Right.
that Mr. Wyndham had passed. So yeah, and Mr. Wyndham was hugely loved in Demopolis and was he gave a lot. He did a lot of things. When I was living there in the '90s and working there, I got to meet him and correspond with him. I interact with him. And I can't say I got to know him because it was just because I was at the radio station, and he was always a joy to deal with and super nice.
I hear great
And,
stories.
yeah, I would love to have heard more of his stories, from him.
Voices and Visionaries is our new segment. This is
Right.
our second installment in this segment. We started it because we wanted to highlight people that are influential in our community and
Yes,
that
exactly.
we need to highlight, but don't necessarily have like a news hook to what they've got going on right now.
Right.
So that's what so we brainstormed a list of people that we would like to meet. Joanne Bland is on there.
Oh gosh, yeah, I got to give her a call. I love her. I cannot wait to
Yes.
talk to her.
So all kinds of people from different walks of life, and we would love your suggestion too.
Please.
We've already gotten more than we can do right now, suggestions, but send more.
Send more, because this is not something that's going to go away fast. Yeah, this is something we're going to do over time. So if your suggestion doesn't get up next week, it may be next month, but we will get to it if it's somebody who is, and I don't want to use the term movers and shakers because that's overused, but that's the kind of thing we're talking about. People who are doing something positive and good, and we want to get to know them. And that's what we're doing.
Send your ideas to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, and we will put them on the list.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It would be.
Series to do.
All right, time for the Black Belt Roundup.
Roundup.
All right. So okay, a couple of Christmas things.
Okay.
The parade in Camden was canceled. They didn't have enough participation. I was really disappointed in hearing that because I know how much fun parades are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's tough. It's so competitive right now with all the things going on.
Right.
Closer we get to Christmas, people are out of town. Let's talk about the wreaths. Last week.
Before we talk about the wreaths, let me go back to the parades. Union Towns is tomorrow at 5.
Oh, right. Uniontown is tomorrow.
Uniontown is tomorrow at 5. Portia Shepherd told me about that, and I promised her I would let everybody know. So tomorrow at 5.
Oh,
anyway,
Uniontown. We're able to get it up in there. Good. Okay, 5 o'clock, Uniontown tomorrow. Now let's talk
wreaths. One of the neat things that's happened in the Valley Grande area, that's Wreaths Across America, which is a national organization that puts wreaths at this time of year on the graves of our departed veterans. And last Saturday, the VFW Post 3016 put out about 800 wreaths at the Valley Grande, at the Pineview Memorial in Valley Grande. And this is going to be a yearly thing. I talked to Dennis Doherty, who is the immediate past commander of the VFW, and he says that they are planning on doing this every year. They've already got some wreaths. They got more than they needed this year, and they're putting the ones that they didn't use away, so they got a head start for next year. So,
oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. We'll let you know too, because hopefully this will spread to other cemeteries around the Black Belt. Because again, our veterans are our biggest #1 heroes, and we need to support them, and we need to honor them. We need to remember them.
There is something I wanted to mention as well. Orville, I know this has been big news about losing their Dollar Tree and Family Dollar combo. It is set to close at the end of January. I was in Orville for another meeting last week and got this video. There is a big push from the city of Orville to make a stink, to make a noise, to say, we want you to stay and not leave, and how important it is for jobs is one reason, because they employ locals, but also because they are an important supplier of needs the community has, especially in the winter time. Now there is, as you can see, a Dollar General across the street. So it isn't a complete loss of business and retail. But it is a much more like a grocery store at this Family Dollar. I've been many times, even take the dog in with me because they don't mind. And it would be nice for it to stay. So you do hear a community right now. We've had an outreach from the Zisket guy that has a retail option in Selma where you can have items that you buy online, like Instacart type thing, that can be stored. And he's offering to talk to Orville about it. And that was an outreach to us. Hey, can you help us get in touch with the Orville? So again, we are a connector for the community to help you guys fill the gaps and the needs. And we hope that we are doing the best we can for that and serving you guys as best we can. So that is the update on how things are in Orville for their attempts to keep their Family Dollar. Yeah. All right. I do like to also mention that we do take donations. We are a nonprofit, and we have no paywall, so that everyone has access to the news that we have. Just everything you're talking about right now. This is free to you guys, but not free for us to do.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Love to have some donations. We are at the middle of an end of the year campaign right now, where every dollar that you give is matched up to $10,000. We're still pushing this end of the year campaign. Todd sent a message in an email today. If you don't get our daily newsletter, it's tough to know what's going on without it. When you go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, it's going to ask you in the first 3 seconds to sign up for the newsletter. It's so easy and it's free. So headlines every single day, and you click, and we will not give you a paywall. You're not going to be stopped from finding out what's going on in your community. And we're working hard at this, guys. We really are. So please make a donation. Make it possible for us to keep going and doing this news for you.
Right.
All right. That's all I got. What you got? Anything else?
I think that's all I've got too this week. Except Merry Christmas. Hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas.
Yes, BlackBeltNewsNetwork.com. We've actually got a couple stories we're planning for next week during Christmas. So we never sleep. So check us out, and we will see you guys on January 2nd for our next edition of the Black Belt Newscast.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
See ya.